Hello, welcome back. Now, in our previous session, we discussed about how we can import Blender models into Unity using various options, and also discussed about how we can get textures into the into Unity. Right now, let us now come back to our mole game. And in mole, for the mole game, we have actually created 4 main assets in Blender. One is the arcade room. We assembled all the, that is the pinball machine and arcade machine, and we built the complete arcade. The second is the mole table. The third is the mole, and the fourth is the hammer. So these 4 models that we have created in Blender, we want to use it in our game, in our mole game, for which the logic has been already built. So to begin with, now let us come back to Blender here, and in Blender I will just open the arcade completed blend file. So this is the completed arcade file which we had created in our previous session. Now in this what we are now going to do is, before we import it, select all the object, and in modifier, see that if you have applied any modifier, click apply and apply it. Okay, all the modifiers has to be applied here. So after this, now with this entire scene selected, I have opened this arcade underscore completed file, and now go to file and choose export and export it as an FBX. Leave all the options as it is, and now come back here and let us create a new folder called FBX. Okay, let us name it as FBX, and in this folder let us give this the name as arcade underscore that is arcade FBX, and click export. So after this, now let us open the second file that we require. If required, save this. Now come back here and select mole with table, and in this, see that you have deleted all that moles. We want only the table. So select this mole table, and with this mole table file, deleting all the moles in this. Now go to file, choose export, export FBX, and give this the name as mole underscore table, and click export. So we have exported this. Then the third file that we are going to now work on is, click save here, and the third is the mole file. Select the mole. So this is the default mole that we created in our first class, and see that the mole origin is set to 0. Okay, and then now go to file, choose export, export FBX, and here with the same name mole.fbx, export it. Now finally, now open the last file that we created, the hammer. So now select the hammer, double click to open it. Now go to file and choose export, and in export let us choose export FBX. Leave it the name as hammer.fbx and click export. So we have exported all the 4 files to FBX format. Now after this, let us move into Unity. Okay, now coming back to Unity here, we had done this mole project. It was done in the 2019 version. So select this mole file and click on it to open it. Wait for this project to open. So once the project is opened, if it asks you to actually update it, now just cancel this. Now come back here. The first thing we are going to do is come to the project window, and in the assets, folder, right click here and choose create, and create a new folder. Name this folder as FBX. Okay, we have named this as FBX, and in this FBX folder, double click to open it, and here right click and choose import new assets. We have the 4 exported files here: arcade, mole table, hammer, and mole. Now select all the 4 here and click import. So all the 4 files will now be imported into your Unity project. So after this, now the first thing that we are going to use here will be the arcade. So select this arcade, drag it into your scene. So you have the arcade added over here. So here, if you see the arcade here, if I right click, rotate and see it, now the arcade, if I come to the front view, that is this is the side view, you can see, okay, this is fine. Now only thing here in this arcade is we have to see with the size. Let us zoom in. Due to wrong lighting, we are not able to see things clearly here. it's okay, let us set it up afterwards, this lighting. Only thing now we are bothered is about the size. Okay, so here you can see the table size here. This is the table size and this is the size of the arcade. So if we compare it with the arcade side, the thing is, this table, this entire scene appears to be very small. So for this, what we shall do is select this arcade, and in scale, let us scale it by 3 values along x, y, z axis. So scale it by 3 values so that it is made slightly bigger. Okay, this arcade appears bigger, so that when we come into the game view, right now we are not seeing anything because there is no light. So to make it visible, after we increase the size, the next thing we are going to do here is adjust our lighting. Right now we have one light here, directional light. Okay, select this light and give this the name as light 1. Okay, and here instead of directional, let us change this light to be a point light. Okay, we have changed this as the point light, and after changing this as the point light, now come to top view or to right view here. Okay, so we are here, just zoom out here, and now with the move tool selected, now before doing anything, select this, you come to transform and reset all the transform to 0, 0, 0. Okay, after setting it to 0, 0, 0, now then let us move this light to the top here and to the right hand side over here. Okay, let this light be here, and you have this range here, you can see the circle. So this range is right now set to 10. Let us increase that range to around 20, or even let us make it 25. Okay, so that it covers the entire building here. So let us place one light over here, this is fine. Okay, and then let us increase the intensity. It is right now at 1, let us make it around 7. Okay, let us increase the intensity. If you come to the game mode here, so in the game view you can see the intensity of light, how it is falling over here, and the arena, how it appears. Now come back to the scene view over here. So this is one light. Let us even come to the top view and see it. See that the light is at the center here. One thing here, what we can, if we come back to game view, you can just see that, or if you even come over here, if you zoom it in, and if I just rotate and see it here, you might remember that we had added 2 lights here. Okay, so 2 top bars, one is blue and one is green. Okay, so we had added 2 light bars here, one was blue and one was green. So what we shall now do is, when we are adding this light, you can see there one is, you can see here, one is green and one is blue. So what we shall now do is, now let us come back here and select light 1. Let us rename this as blue underscore light, and with intensity set to 7, let us change its color to somewhat the bluish tint. The color we have added here, same color we can add it, and adding it, now let us come back to top view here. Coming to top view here, let us place this blue light over here at this corner. This is somewhere here, let us place this, and then now with this blue light selected, let us call this as blue light 1. Okay, and then let us select this blue light 1 and duplicate it. Control D will duplicate it, and here select the second light here and give it the name as blue light 2. Okay, so let us call this as blue underscore light 2, and then with move tool, now let us place it at the other corner here. So let us place this light over here. Now select this blue light and press Ctrl D and create one more light, and let us call this as green underscore light 1, and then let us drag and place it over here, and let us change this color to some greenish tint. Okay, so if you come back to game view, you can see here the lights that we are adding. Okay, and then now with this selected, now select green light 1, then again press Ctrl D, duplicate it, call it as green light 2, and then let us drag this and keep it at the other corner here. So after this, now let us right click, zoom, and let's see the intensity of these lights. So the thing here is this light, let us increase the intensity a little more, because inside this is appearing very dark. So let us select light 2 and select every light, and let us increase the intensity to around 12 or even 15. Let us make the intensity 15 here, and even light 1, let us change the intensity to 15. Then blue light also, let us change the intensity to 15, and blue light 2 also, let us change the intensity to 15. Okay, and also let us change the range to around 40. Okay, so let us increase the range also. Okay, so these things range is set to 50. Let us change it to 40. So the green light 2 also, let us change the range to 40, and see blue light 1 also, let us change the range to 40. So let us come back to game view. So okay, so we are seeing somewhat okay, this is appearing fine. If required, click the play button to see it in the game mode, press alt and look around. Okay, this is the arena that we are seeing around. Okay, this is somewhat fine, this is appearing fine. This appears like a gaming arcade as of now. Okay, this is fine. So whatever we are seeing now, this appears to be somewhat everything is fine. Okay, let us stop the playback. So now we have created the arena. Now only thing is we have to set the position of the table and the player. This will be our next task. Okay, now coming back here to set the position here, what we shall do is we had, if you come to this, you have this mole container. Okay, this mole container contains all the moles. Then we have another one is the game table. We have game table, control click mole container, and then the main player, who is actually whom we are using as the gamer, that is the where we have the main camera. So so we will have select the player, game table, and the mole container. Select these three objects. Now come back to scene view now, and in the scene view now let us come to the top view, and let us zoom in a little to see like this. So what we shall now do is, with all the three selected, with the move tool now, let us drag all these three little to the back like this. So if you just see here, we have two arcades over here, and we are going to place our third arcade somewhere over here. This will be the position of our third arcade. So here the person is going to play the game. Come back to game view and see it. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so let us place this over here, and if required, let us see the entire scene here. If you come back to game view, okay, this is the game, and if required, press the play button here, and as the game is playing, turn around and see. Okay, this position is somewhat fine. Okay, this position appears to be fine. Or what we can even do is stop the playback. Now come back to scene here and select this arcade. Let us select this arcade and zoom it out. Now let us select this arcade, green light 1, green light 2, and also blue light 1 and blue light 2. Let us select all these things together, and then along the that is y-axis, let us rotate it along the y-axis by 90 degree. So we have rotated, we have selected arcade, blue light 2, green light 1, green light 2, and blue light 1. Everything we have selected, and we have rotated it, so that if you come to the gaming view, so we have it in the side view like this. Okay, so if I play the game now, and if you see it, Okay, so we have one arcade here and one. Okay, so this is fine. So let us readjust the position a little. So let us stop the playback. Now with blue light 1, arcade, blue light 2, green light 1 and green light 2 selected. Now here come back to scene view, and in the scene view what we shall do is take the move tool and let us move it so that this game and that is the game person and the gaming arcade is somewhere here. Okay, now come back to game view. Now coming to game view, now let us play the game and see it. Okay, so if we are playing the game like this, we have the arcades here. Okay, so the door is this side. Okay, this appears to be fine. Okay, this is okay, this is somewhat better. So we will be placing our gaming arcade over here. This type of gaming arcade will be placed over here. So right now let us stop the playback. Now the next thing is come back to scene view here, and we have to replace this entire table with our new table that we have created it in Blender. Now to replace this mole table, right now to work on this, before we work on this, select this mole container and currently let us deactivate it so that we have only the table here, and now this table has to be replaced with our mole table. So in our assets FBX folder, you can see here we have our mole table. So let us drag this mole table into our scene. So once we drag it into our scene, you can now see here we have this object called game table. So drag this mole table inside this game table. So this is inside the game table. So after placing it inside the game table now, this is if you can see it here, that is if we can rotate and see it. Okay, this is the mole table we are seeing. Right now this mole table is too big compared to this size. Okay, so let us scale it down. Say I will select the or you can type here, let us scale it by around 0.25 along x, 0.25 along y and 0.25 along z, and see it. Let us select the move tool and let us move it and see it, what is the relative size here. Okay, or otherwise let us take the scale tool and from the center let us scale it exactly, and again select the move tool and move it to place it exactly at the position where this table is. If you come to the game view here, only thing is this table, one second, if we can see here, this is, if I right click and see it, you can see the position. If we come along the z axis, you can see it is little to the bottom. Let us drag it to the top. Okay, this is exactly on the that is on the top, and also here we have to one second, we are also seeing that this size is slightly smaller. So let us again select the scale tool and let us scale it a little bigger, so that see the mole area should be equal to the table area. Okay, so let us again move this. Okay, so let us adjust this. If when we are doing it, let us use, here we have two view, perspective and ortho. So let us use the orthographic view and come to the top view now, and in the top view you can also see here the player is here and the table is this side. We have to rotate it. Also select the rotate tool here and let us rotate this along the y-axis. Okay, so go to edit and undo it, and along the y-axis type 180 degree so that it is rotated by 180 degree, so that it is facing the player now. So now let us drag it and place it. So this positioning we have to do it perfectly so that it sits exactly at the table position. So if required, let us move it slightly to the top like this. Okay, yeah. like this. Let us place it like this. Okay, and then let us see whether it is sitting exactly over the table. uh, okay, this is fine, I think. Let us come back to the game view here, and let us now, what we shall do is, we have this mold table and also we have this complete table. So let us select all these things and let us deactivate it. Let us off it for a second and see it here. So let us play the game and see it. And as the game is playing, so we have the table like this. Okay, this is somewhat fine. Okay, so we have the table like this moving around. This is fine. Okay, so we have the, okay, yeah, this is fine here. So right now let us stop the playback. So we have adjusted the position of the actually mold table now. Okay, now this is the view we are having. Then once we are happy with it inside the game table, now let us select all this deactivated table side and table components here. Right click and let us delete it, so we doesn't need it anymore. So select the mold table now, and okay, this is fine. Let us come back to scene view. Okay, and in the game view, let us just check it, and if required, I think we can slightly make this game table smaller if required. Okay, so let us stop the playback here, come back to scene here. This is set to around 0.5 now. Let us select this and make it 0.4 in all the three axes. 0.4, 0.4 and 0.4. Okay, and after this, now come to top view, that is side view now, and see that it is sitting exactly over the floor. Yeah, this is fine. And let us see it in all the view. Okay, this is also fine. And also let us rotate and see it. Yeah, this is fine. And come back to game view now, and let us play the game and see it. Okay, so okay, now this is fine, so we can hammer it, and yeah, this is now working fine. Okay, so this position is fine. Now let us stop the playback. Now come back to the scene here. Now the next thing is, let us now activate this mold container. Okay, so once we activate this mold container, and if we come to the top view here, you can see the molds, that is this entire mold container placed over here. And now we can just adjust it correctly so that it is precisely placed inside this. Okay, let us position these mold containers correctly now. Okay, now first thing is, let us see the scale of this. We have the mold container here, and if required, press the scale button and let us scale it a little more like this. Okay, so that this fits exactly inside this scene. Okay, let us scale it by around 1.1. Okay, sorry, here let us scale. This is 1.1x, 1.1y, 1.1z. Okay, so then come to game view and see it. If required, press the play button and just click and see. Okay, the size is okay, but only the position is not correctly placed. So let us stop the playback now. Now come back to scene here, and in the scene now, what we shall now do is select the mold container, and inside the mold container, this is mold 1, select mold 2 here, and selecting the mold 2, now select the move tool and let us see the value, how much it changes along the x. Okay, so let us move it here, previously somewhere here. I think we can move it to around 0.712. Okay, so remember this value 0.72. This is fine. Okay, 0.72. Now what we are now going to do is select this, and also let us move it by 0.72. Okay, this is placed fine. Now this tool, okay, now what happens is, along the z axis, let us move it by 0.72, or okay, it's not precisely placed. One second, it has to be here. Okay, along x also 0.72. okay, x and y 0.72. Similarly, select this and let us set the y that is z value to 0.72. okay, this is fine. And let us select this and set the z value to 0.72, and along x we have to set it as minus 0.72. okay, so we are going to use this mathematical number 0.72 to reposition everything. So here when we select this along z, it will be minus 0.72, and along x it will be 0.72. okay, fine. And this one along x will be 0 and along z it will be minus 0.72. this is fine. And this one will be minus 0.72 along x and minus 0.72 along z. okay, so now if you just zoom out and see it, this appears to be precisely placed. For example, come to the game view here, play the game and once check it here. So if you can see it now, okay, this is fine. So the moles are moving at the right positions now. So we have placed the mole at the right position, and only thing now what we need is this mole has to be replaced with our modeled mole. So this we have to do it now. So let us stop the playback now. Okay, one thing we forgot is if you come back to mole 1, we set its scale, say for example here in mole 1, let us come back to game view here. So we had set its scale to around 0.5 along x, y and z. okay, so once we make a change here in scale 0.5 along x, y, z, we have to do one thing here is you have this override option and you have to click apply all. So when you click apply all, the same size will be applied to all the moles, so that all the moles are now scaled by the same level. So after scaling it, now let us come back over here. The next thing is let us come to the front view here, and in the front view when we are seeing, let us see now. Right now the position of this is set to 0.2 along the x-axis. So this is the visible height, and when it moves down, we had set it to it. When it goes down, it should be here. okay, it is minus 0.5. okay, so minus 0.5 should be the that is hidden height of this. Go to edit and undo. 0.2 should be the visible height. So you might remember we had set the visible height and the that is actually the hidden height and visible height in our script. You can see here we had set the hidden height to minus 0.3 and visible height to 0.2. So let us check this whether it will work correctly. 0.2 visible height is okay, but only thing is the hidden height should be now minus 0.6. okay, almost minus 0.6. so what we shall do is do edit, undo, move, and now in assets come back to your prefabs folder, select the mole, and in this mole now here set the hidden height. Instead of minus 0.3 we are going to set it as minus 0.6. okay, and once we set it as minus 0.6, now go to file, choose save, and when we play the game and let us check it, okay, so when we hit it, it goes down. okay, so this is fine now. okay, so we have to readjust the height like this, so the mole is running or popping up correctly. Only thing is now this mole has to be replaced with our graphic. okay, stop the playback, and now finally to replace this all the moles, the procedure we are going to now follow is Now come back to the assets folder, and here in the assets folder in FBX we have the mole. So right now first what we shall do is let us drag mole over to our scene. So you can see the mole is placed over here. Now the first thing what we will do is let us drag this mole and make it a child of one of the mole container object. So this is the child of this mole. Okay. And after this, now come back to transform here and choose reset to make it 0, 0, 0. And now if you just pan up and see, the mole is present over here. Okay. So you can see here, so it is present over in this place. Now if I select this and the mole is one second, it has become the thing is it has become very small here. I think we can press the scale button here and scale it up. Okay, see, the mole has become very small. When I click reset, it has become very small. So let us scale it to fit our mole size like this, and then select the move tool to move it like this. So let us set its position like this, and also you can see here the face of this mole. So right now what we shall do is select this mole 1, and in this mole 1 you switch off the mesh renderer so that you doesn't see this mole 1. Now select the mole, and with the mole selected, now select the rotate tool, and along the y axis let us not the y axis, edit, undo, and let us see along not even z axis, edit, undo, and now along the z axis if you rotate it, see the mole rotates, and let us rotate it around minus 90 degree along the z axis. Okay, so we have applied it over here. So right click and see the mole. Okay, so this is not in the right position. I have to even rotate it along the y, not the y, along the x-axis. Okay, along the x-axis I will rotate it by 90 degree, not 90. I have to rotate it by minus 90 degree. Okay, and after I rotate it by minus 90 degree, I will come to that is the top view now, and in the one second, let us come to the top view now. Where is the top view? One second. Okay, now we are in the top view, and select this mole now and select the move tool, and let us drag this and place it exactly at the position. Oh, not we should not move the click edit, undo, select the mole. Okay, and move it and position it correctly at the position where it was the original mole. So do the right positioning and also set the horizontal size also. See, it is very much above now. So you can see here this is very much on the top. So let us move it slightly to the bottom like this. Okay, so let us move it to this position. Okay, if required, come to the front view and see it. Okay, so this should be the position. Okay, let us set the position in all the angles. Then in the front view, see the position, then come to the top view, see the position. So with all the positions right now, so after you adjust everything, now right click and see that the mole is perfectly placed now. And with once you are happy with its position, now select mole 1 and you have switched off the mesh renderer, come to override here and click apply all. So once you click apply all, you can see that it has been replaced in all the 9 moles. So now you can just drag it and look it over here. You have all the 9 moles ready here. It is popping up. Now go to file, choose save, and now play the game and see how it runs. So you can see the mole popping up. I am going to hit it. See, we are going to hit it. So we have replaced the mole. It is popping up. Only thing now what we want is, let us stop the playback. Let us reposition the player. So select the player now, and player is at a height of around 2. 2 units along the y-axis. That is, if I come to the side view and see it, he is at an height of around 2 units. If required, let us move him little to the top, around 2.5. Okay, so let us move him by around 2.5 units. And also along the z-axis, let us move it little to the back, around minus 9.5. Okay, and then come back to game view and let us see this. And now click the play button, and when I click the now I have a wider view, and I can now this is more comfortable to play. Okay, so you can see here, so this is more comfortable place, the moles are rising. Okay, this position is fine. So once we are happy with this position, so now we are ready with this, that is, we have replaced the mole, and one last pending thing that we have to do to complete this game is we have to add a hammer. And whenever we click, when we are playing the game, whenever we are tapping on this, that hammer has to hit the, that is, it has to go and hit that particular mole. Okay, adding the hammer is one last thing pending in this game, and that we are going to do it in our next session. So right now go to file and choose save to save this project.